Hello everyone, Gabriel here, and unfortunately, in lieu of a gameplay video, this week I'm going to be doing a bit of a tribute to a friend of mine. Last Friday, I lost my friend Tim Edwardson. The cause of death is being linked to an undiagnosed health condition. A lot of people have been talking about Tim Edwardson lately, and they're going through their grieving process, going through their mourning process, and I've been going through mine. And I wanted to do a video this week instead of just completely neglecting everything. But I feel like this could help me with part of my grieving process. I wanted to tell a story about Tim Edwardson, about how I met Tim. And I kind of wish now that I would have told Tim about this story because I don't think he is aware of it. Because he met so many people playing the game of Magic the Gathering. And that's how I met him, of course. This was quite a few years ago. I was 19. I had freshly moved from Minnesota to Fargo, North Dakota. And I lived in a little studio apartment by myself. And I had to scrape change together to buy plastic cups from gas stations, so I had something to heat my ramen noodles up in. I was pretty broke. But luckily, something I found out without prior knowledge to where I was moving is I was only a couple of blocks away from Paradox Cards and Comics, the place where I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. And so I walked there, and it became a habit to where I walked there almost every day, trying to pick up new strategies and learn more about the game, because up to this point, I had only ever played with my little brother and a few other people from school. I really didn't have much knowledge. I didn't even know what the stack was at this point. So imagine my surprise when I show up to Paradox Cards and Comics, and I have a demon-based deck from Kamigawa, and I sit across the table from this goofy little kid who introduced himself as Timmy, and this was the very first time I met Tim. So I shuffle up my deck, which wasn't even sleeves, mind you, and Tim, super polite, super friendly guy, introduced himself, asked me if I was new to the area, and just, all around, really, really, really nice guy. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm answering his questions and introducing myself, and I have this instant idea that I'm just going to crush this kid. This kid was 13 years old compared to my 19 years old, so how in the world would he be able to beat me? And lo and behold, he absolutely crushed me. He actually crushed me so hard that I actually contemplating never playing Magic again, because it was hard to contemplate how I had been so easily brutalized by this young guy, this Timmy. And thankfully I didn't. I kept with it and learned the ins and outs of the game. Got more acquainted, got more comfortable, and and Timmy was there for all of it. And I consider him a friend. I wasn't a friend with him the way a lot of other people were, because he had a lot of close friends, but I recognized him. He made me happy every time I saw him. We joked with each other, goofed around, and it was great. And so when I get this news, it's really hard to believe that this kid, this young, is just gone, and that we're not going to be able to joke around. And unfortunately, I'm never going to be able to tell him this story of how he kicked my ass so bad that I thought about giving up this game. So I'm going to miss you a lot, man. Timmy, he was a son, and he was a brother. He was my friend. I'm going to miss him, and everyone else is going to miss him more than he'll ever know. And hope to see you again, buddy. Thanks for watching, everyone.